What's going on, everybody? Today, what I want to do is show you a very simple exercise to help you zone in, to help you attain a little bit of peace, and maybe, just maybe, a little bit of bliss. You see, one of the things I like to teach to people, particularly to myself, is that in every moment that's going on in your life, something extraordinary is happening. We just happen to be missing it because what happens is we're usually stuck in our head. So today, what I want to do is show you a very simple, somewhat boring, but if you tune into this simple exercise, you could really feel alive. And the exercise is super simple. What I'm going to be doing, and I want you to follow along, put your phone down, follow along, is I'm going to place my hand right here. So place your hand right on your lap. And what you're going to do is you're going to start to lift your hand. But you're going to lift your hand so slow to the point where it feels like you're lifting your hand one muscle fiber at a time. So right now, follow me. Actually start to lift your hand. And as you begin to do this, really just pay attention to your hand. And right now we're beginning to lift it. And even though it's not moving, something is happening. So I want you to begin to really pay attention to your hand. So now, right now, I can literally start to feel my index finger coming off of my lap. And remember, we're moving it so slow. Now, right now, if this is your first time doing something like this, you might be like, all right, there's nothing going on. But trust me, there is a lot going on here. So continue to pay attention to your hand. Make sure you're breathing. And do your best to try to relax here. Now for me, I could start to feel my middle finger beginning to lift just slightly. My index finger's up. My ring finger is starting to come up. And what we're doing is we're placing our attention so deeply on our hand that it literally shuts down the mind. It shuts down the mind, but turns on your brain. See, oftentimes we often think that the brain and the mind are the same thing. They're not. The mind is something we're always stuck in, but we're not always in our brain. So continue to pay attention. Now, right now, I'm starting to feel my pinky start to lift. And if you're joining me, just really pay attention to your hand. Make sure you're breathing. And now my hand is off my lap. So we're going to continue to lift our hand really slow. And just notice what's going on. From here, you can start to pay attention to your breath. And even pay attention to the sounds in your environment. Notice if you could soften your body. And just allow your eyes to close now while still lifting your hand one muscle fiber at a time. Really slow. You might begin to feel tingling, heat, blood flow. Just really pay attention to your hand right now. Bring all your awareness to your hand. And realize that the subtle shifts that's taking place within your hand, within your body, and within your nervous system. See if you can relax your jaw while doing this. Relax your neck. Relax your chest, your stomach, your hips and your pelvis, and even your legs, while still lifting your hand, one muscle fiber at a time. Now from here, what we could begin to do is do the same thing, but bringing it back down. So start to let go one muscle fiber at a time, where you're starting to lower your hand. And really, really pay attention to your hand. Notice what's happening. Notice how your mind begins to quiet. Notice what you're feeling. Notice what you're experiencing. Allow your breath to soften. And you may begin to notice that even saliva begin to build up in your mouth, which is a very, very good sign. It means we're activating the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the part of the nervous system that is responsible for rest and digest, as opposed to the sympathetic nervous system, which most of us are always in, which is the fight or flight. So we're really, really beginning to slow down right now. Still lowering your hand one muscle fiber at a time. Allowing your breath to deepen. Allowing your face to soften. And if your eyes are still closed, maybe begin to notice the pixels of light behind your eyelids. And if you do that, you may begin to notice your eyelids begin to flutter. Just allow it to happen. And while you're still lowering your hand, you could also pay attention again to the sounds in your environment. And realize each sound you hear, whether it's the sound of my voice or something in the room that you're in, notice that each sound makes a vibration. And in order for you to hear that, that vibration actually has to touch your eardrums. So allow each sound to pass through you. Feel each sound fully. And for me, my hand is beginning to touch my lap again. So wherever you're at, just allow your hand to rest on your lap now. And this is the magic right here, guys. You ready for it? Pay attention to that hand. And as you breathe, see what happens. Allow the breath to soften. Allow you to soften. Notice how everything feels smoother, easier. And realize happiness, bliss, and peace are more subtle. So you really, really have to pay attention to it, as opposed to the negative emotions like anger, shame. They're a little bit louder, a little bit more distracting. So we need to begin to tune into these frequencies, so to speak, these vibrations, these emotions. And in order for us to do that, we have to quiet the mind, which is never easy to do, but it's very, very possible with simple exercises like this. And what I want you to do now is open your eyes. If your eyes aren't already open, what I want you to do is look around the room around you, and I want you to look at the room like it's your first time seeing it. And what I mean by that, see if you could notice something in the room that you're in that you never quite noticed before. Pay attention to it. See it fully. Because what happens with the mind is a pattern recognition thing, which means it likes to put things into category, make things familiar. It seeks for what's important to it. So the little subtleties, the mind never catches because it's not important. So what I want you to do is start paying attention to the little subtleties. And when you start to do that, you start to realize that there's no such thing as an ordinary moment. Every moment is extraordinary. Every moment there's something happening. Every moment there's something going on. Life is happening. The problem is we're not paying attention to it. We're usually trapped in our thoughts, trapped in our emotions, trapped in our egos, trapped in our wants, trapped in our desires, trapped in our pain. So what this simple exercise does is it helps you pay attention to what's going on in front of you, what's going on with your body, and what's going on in life. And you get to really, really learn how to experience the moment fully. So, hope you enjoyed that exercise. I hope you followed along. And please like. I'm about to speak as if I'm speaking to YouTube, but I'm not. I'm on Instagram right now. Usually I'll say, hey, hit the subscribe button. But if you guys enjoyed the video, please let me know. Comment, and I'll see you next time. Peace.